Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Initiative Order, and welcome to episode 2 of the Gaia Complex. Before we jump into tonight's story, let's go ahead and go around the table and remind everybody who our wonderful hired guns are for this adventure. Let's start off with Miguel tonight.
Oh, surprised me. Hi, everyone. I'm Miguel. I will be playing Ignacio Tres Diablos, aka Nacho, this evening, the tech trader. You need a gun? He's got it. You need something else? He knows someone.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Let's throw over to Margaret, please.
Hello, everybody. I'm Margaret Krohn, and today I will be playing Sable, an older paranoid handler of sorts, and my lovely cat friend, Slice.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Throw it up to our middleman, Brice.
Hey everybody, I'm Brice. I'm playing Glitch in the operator role. And yeah, there you go.
Perfect, thank you so much. Let's throw it over to Alex.
I'm Alex, and I'm playing Goose the mech, who's been a bit of a liability so far. But happy to be here.
And we love you for it. And last but certainly not least, Aislinn.
I am Aislinn. I'm going to be playing Andromeda, or Andy, the group's medic, whose job it is to try and keep these chucklefucks from dying constantly.
Thank you.
It's
The lost cause.
It's fine. As for myself, my name is Nate Ridenauer, and I will be your game master for this journey. So just as a reminder of what happened last time, our group of hired guns had just pulled a job over at some warehouses. One of them, Glitch in particular, wearing quite a few bullets. You all decided to head straight for Andromeda's clinic. On the way, popping one of your tires thanks to the wonderful driving styles of Goose. Spinning out, crashing up on the curb. Luckily, the clinic wasn't super far from your position. You were able to get Glitch down to that area. Once there, Andy got straight to work patching Glitch back up while the rest of you kind of unloaded some of these supplies that you had found, some of the pills, the SIM cards. And once you had done all that, you decided to start looking for a replacement tire and spotted a four-door sedan that was not nearly the size of Goose's surfer bus parked across the street with a couple individuals in it. And you did what any normal person would do. You tried to steal one of the tires off of it while there were two individuals inside having a good time. The gentleman got out, tried to start some shit. Nacho kind of using his quick mouth to diffuse the situation while Andy came from behind and shoved a tube of laughing gas down this man's throat. Immediately knocking him out, handing his wallet over to the young woman that was with him, and sending her on her way into the night. You were able to remove one of the tires, patch up your van well enough to where you could dog it down to your next location, being Goose's garage, where you're able to fully repair the vehicle. And from there, heading back to Misfit Loves to reconvene with an individual known as Boneface, who was the original one who hired the group of you. Let's see, I believe it was Goose, Sable, and Glitch who went up to the office while Nacho and Andy stayed down below. Nacho heading out to the dance floor to slip some of the pills to a contact you know, a man called Prescription, who you so lovingly refer to as Rex, while Andy decided to keep an eye on things and drink at the bar. Upstairs, the three of you kind of informed Boneface on what you had found, giving him one of the SIM cards which he was able to hack into, revealing the identity of one Ember Scorch. The SIM card contained every detail about her: her age, her height, where she works, her address, her income, her blood type. Literally every type of detail you can think of was found on this SIM card. The three of you, once finishing up your conversation with Boneface, decided to head back downstairs into the bumping club of Misfit Loves, where we will go ahead and start off your journey. Glitch, Sable, and Goose, the three of you coming to the bottom of the stairs. You look out, you see Nacho out on the dance floor, while Andy is currently sitting over at the bar. The actions are yours. What would you all like to do?
Probably stay out on the dance floor for a bit. I think it's like retro night, so they're playing a lot of Bad Bunny, and it's just my thing, you know.
I'd probably head over to Andy. So how are things looking over here? We made the delivery to Boneface. Let him know what we found, and we got a little information off one of those cards. But what's the story down here?
He found his buddy. They seem to make the transaction perfectly fine. No, nothing has gone wrong. Though you brought Goose with you, so something might go wrong now.
Thank you. I appreciate
Nacho
that.
seems to. You're very welcome. Nacho seems
We
to be having a
definitely
good
have
time.
some things to talk about when we're not in this kind of setting.
But I
Yeah.
think Sable enjoys smoking while she's watching the youngins dancing.
I think I'm making it rain with my business cards, just everywhere, you know, gotta promote. And then as soon as I see everyone together, I kind of like, yeah, okay, that's, you know, let's go. And I head on over.
If it's
Really?
looking like pretty chill vibes in the club, maybe I'll try to find a vape corner that looks friendly and see if I can score some flavored vape for my friend Sable.
Yeah,
Good.
absolutely. So, situated towards the back right-hand corner of this place, you see some very large, like U-shaped leather booths with these large table stands in the center of them. And it looks like it's almost like one giant vape tank that's currently just sitting there with different pipes that people are just walking over, taking hits off of. You see about 4 individuals over there currently who are just taking turns hitting whatever is in this giant tank here.
Excuse me, friends. Wondering about this smelly vape stuff you got over here. Is this ever to go or something that's only ever consumed here in the club?
I mean, if you're looking at the tank itself, we can't exactly move the tank out of the club. It belongs to the club.
Sure. I'm not looking for the tank. Looking more for the product that goes into it. Do you ever sell that on the side to go?
I mean, you after any particular flavor?
Oh, interesting. It's for a friend. I'm not much of a vapor myself, but I mean, the smell is nice. Is that a little? You got a little cotton candy? Is that what I'm smelling? Is that what I'm picking up on?
I mean, I got cotton candy, I got bubble gum, I've got warheads, airheads, Sour Patch Kids, Red Bull.
Yeah, man.
Canonically, these all exist in this world now. Excellent.
I do like those sour flavors. Let's go for like some sort of sour fruity flavor.
Sour fruity flavor, that I can do for you.
Yeah,
I know.
and just a small dose. I don't know what a regular dose is, but just enough for me to gift to a friend.
Well, these they kind of only come in a one-size-fits-all type of situation here.
Well, you try to do something nice. Well, how much for a smoke sesh if I wanted to do a sesh with the tank and everything, and like my people, my crew?
How much you got on you?
Well,
Swindler.
I mean, I'm prepared to part with 510 neck.
That's pretty good.
5,510.
Oh no, just 5 to 10. Like 5 and then double that, in that range.
That might get you some vape at one of the cheaper clubs down the street. You want this stuff here? This stuff is premium smoke, is what we're hitting over here. We're looking more towards 50 for a hit.
For a hit. And what are the effects of this smoke, this vape, would you say? How do people feel?
It hits everybody differently. For me personally, helps me settle down. If you look over there at Todd, makes him really focus in on stuff. And as he kind of points over, you see this individual who's got like this tablet open, and he is just doing crosswords left and right on it.
Oh, Todd.
So it's like Adderall vape.
Well, I've taken up too much of your time already, but I appreciate the information. Like I said, I'm not much of a vapor. I was just curious about the goings on. So, well, I'll let you get back to your evening.
All right, you know where to find me if you ever want to have a little fun.
Heading back over to Sable. Hey, is that vape stuff? Is that something you ever fuck with? Is that something you like?
Well, sometimes. Why? Who's asking?
Oh no, I was just curious. I went over there. I was gonna try to pick you up something. Just a little thank you for always looking out for me and teaching me things. But it's pretty expensive stuff. I don't know what you're used to smoking, but the stuff they're smoking over there is pretty spendy.
Is what's over there expensive, or is this cheap stuff?
Sable, go ahead. Give me a streetwise check here.
Oh, I'm not good at that.
I'll go ahead.
Is that guts?
Yeah, it's under guts. However, I will give you a -3 to this roll just because you've been around a while.
That's experience.
So it's 2d12, right?
Yep, 2d12.
And a -3 to each of those.
Correct.
I still think I fail. Yeah. 2 fails.
From where you're sitting at, you're kind of trying to focus in on what you're smelling and what you're seeing. Unfortunately, between the loud noise and the blaring neon lights, it's hard to get a good look and sense of what exactly it is that they're smoking over in that area. Can't quite tell from where you're at.
Well, sometimes they overprice these things, and with the flashing lights and the weird tank things, I don't know why they have to complicate everything.
It's just a fancier way to get popcorn lung. As she
Popcorn.
sips her tea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry again for looping you all into this, Andy.
Oh, no. It was a boring day at the clinic anyway.
Clinic. Yeah. Speaking of clinic, when we were up there chatting, we got a name off of one of those cards, and he suggested, Mr. Face suggested that maybe we go to one of the local clinics. Or Andy, maybe you've heard of this person. I kind of lean in and whisper, Ember Scorch.
Ember. She's pretty legit. One of the big movers and shakers with making synthetic blood.
Well, now I know what her blood type is. O negative. I don't know. This is information that was shared with us on the sim.
Oh, it was on the sim. I was on the sim.
That's what I was wondering. Why
I've
would
worked
someone else have her sim? Do you know?
I've worked with Ember before. She's a big name. I've done some jobs for her, worked with her as a colleague.
When's the last time you talked to her?
Couple months back, I think. Helped her out with a problem with her little brother and some vamps.
Well, we've got another task. If we can track her down, he's willing to pay us each 500 neck.
I'm included this time, right? I'm gonna see money.
Yes, of course.
He knows that he is paying me. He's not just assuming it's the same group from last time.
I always thought you got paid per bullet wound.
I mean, if you want me to start charging you guys,
Us? We're friends.
I can charge.
You can charge them.
I mean, they're the ones who get shot the most.
Exactly.
Your mason jar is pretty empty there, Sable. So kudos to you.
I
You get the
tried to
the
stay out of
lollipop.
it all. Send my drones in.
That's smart. But yes,
Yeah.
I am getting paid included in this. Yes. You have gotten that. We have a contract.
I
Um,
mean,
Of course.
Did we get like a updated message or something that I can share and forward along or something?
You have not received anything.
Maybe
Okay.
we can send Boneface an itemized invoice.
There we go.
As contractors, we don't have one of those.
I'll allow
little
you to
email?
handle that stuff. Sure,
Yeah,
go
glitch.
for it.
Yeah, Glitch, you're
Nacho.
the Techo Savanto here. Go
Me?
for it.
I could just tell him. I could just go up and tell him, like, hey, just checking.
Mhm.
Tell them we charge extra for labor. That's what I do in the garage.
I'm pretty sure everything we do is labor.
Yeah, I don't think we're
That's a
going
good
hourly
point.
here. It's flat rate. Yeah,
I'm not the businessman of the group.
I draw up the
No.
little invoice and just like text it or whatever, Venmo request it to Boneface, however that works. Obviously, it's like pay on delivery. Like I'm not expecting it now, but at least we have it itemized, including our medic. Andy.
Okay. Just for the hell of it, go ahead and give me a persuasion roll here with this one.
Okay. Are these D12s? Yes. That is 2 successes and not only needed 1.
Nice. Excellent. You just get a response back that just says K.
Okay. Excellent.
Perfect.
Brilliant. Let's go.
Well, that sounds official.
Super official.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's probably about as official as we'll ever get from Boneface. I mean, someone
that.
who refers to himself consistently in the third person as Boneface, I don't expect a lot legally from him.
Not necessarily an indicator that he's good with spreadsheets.
No.
Different
he's not.
skill.
I like his taste in music, though.
Hmm. Well, Andy, do you have an idea of what clinic this Ember might work at, or which one we might go to track her down?
Andy
He
would
did-
know. Aislinn has since forgotten since that one shot of whatever the company's name is.
He did mention that maybe it was one of the main offices.
Yes, so Andy, you would know that she is one of the higher ups for Vectron Biomed, the number one synthesizer of blood.
Yeah, she works over with Vectron. They're a bit down the way, kind of nicer part of the town. Not this joint. Are we like just headed to her office at God knows what time in the morning, or?
Yeah, currently it's about 5:30, 6 a.m.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with she is either asleep or doing things that we don't want to be necessarily involved with. Personal
Well,
things.
What time would her shift normally start? I guess is a good place to begin, and perhaps we can spot her and get some footage of her going into work. And well, there's our 500 neck. He only said we needed to track her down and share that information.
So we're just finding her.
That's the first step, I
Yes.
suppose.
Okay.
We're
Nice.
going to find her walking to work and drive up in our van and take pictures of her.
Well, I figured
I'm
we'd
gonna go
maybe
with
use the
that's
drone to
not.
record footage.
Yes, Sable's got the right idea. These higher end places, that's gonna come across real sketchy.
The van has never failed us.
The van has failed us many times, Goose.
Well, it got us out of the pickle we were in today, even if we lost a wheel along the way,
Thank you, Sable.
of course. But you really should figure out why it keeps falling apart.
I'm working on it. It's my hobby vehicle.
It's
I
like one of
thought it
those
was your
vehicles that
job.
you fix one thing and 5 more things break because you fixed the one thing and you didn't put it back perfectly.
Exactly. Just don't touch too much stuff.
Nacho's just like
Just the
suddenly
seats.
confused. It's like hobby vehicle. So there's another vehicle we could be taking this whole time?
Oh no, I don't have another car. It's still a hobby though.
It just is
Maybe we
higher
take the
risk.
Well, technically it's my car, but I'm not going to drive that bucket around, so you do what you want with it.
We all have metro passes, right? Like can we just take the train?
I have legs. I just walk.
I'm all for taking the car most of the way there, finding somewhere that's not sketchy to stop, and sending the drone.
So maybe
Or send I can just I am actually a medical professional. Despite the fact that I hang out with you lot, I am a medical professional. It would not be out of the question for me to be there. My people skills might leave a little bit to be desired, but
Well, yeah, why don't we just get close enough? If it's awkward for us to drive up in the van for whatever reason, we could drop you off. If you'd like someone to accompany you, of course, I would be happy to come along with for some support. But yeah, why don't we just go see if she's there and try to talk with her, see if she knows why her information might be on this card, or see if there's any connection to this vampire organization.
Well, the more information we have, I'm certain he'll be willing to pay more for it.
excellent. Let's not leave in dawn time. Usually, if we really want her to be in the office, I'd say probably around 8.
Oh well, we could go back to the to our home base and get a couple hours of shut eye if people are feeling sleepy.
Yeah.
I need to feed the cats anyways.
Oh, did Slice have their litter?
Now, you know the neighborhood cats, they just like to come round every once in a while.
Are we talking about Glitch?
I mean, that's kind of how I got here too. Just followed a cat home one night, and well, Sable was nice enough to take me in too. So
They all feel like they're family anyway.
Glitch and the cats?
Yes, of course.
All right.
Sounds like a band.
Mhm.
Glitch in the cat.
Glitch in the
It is now.
Glitchy and the Pussycats.
All right. So piling back into the van, heading home to your respective homes for the evening. Then is that the plan for right now?
I believe so.
Okay.
I gotta drop everyone off, right? Everyone wants to talk shit about the car and I want to ride home.
Will it make it home?
I took the train. Just me standing there with an assault rifle and just mind your business.
On the train.
Yeah, one hand on the thing, and then
This early in the morning, Nacho, you see a lot of different corpo suits as they're just kind of standing as far away from you as possible, just kind of staring on you during this entire ride. But you make it to your destination.
I'm courteous enough to not take a seat because obviously I'd take up a lot. I'd take up 2 with this thing, so I'm just hand here, the other one's right here. Every once in a while. No big deal.
Excellent. Just out of curiosity, Nacho, what does your home look like for us?
Yeah, so Nacho lives above a Bodega TM franchise, which his family operates and is indentured to. And that's not him. So there's a good number of apartments above there, and they're mostly members of Nacho's family who also live adjacent, or it's just not gonna go away. Everything. So he's got his own place there. He used to live, in his parents' place, but he's gotten up to spot his own rent and everything. So it's a small, not even studio. You walk in and there's a bed, and then the sink and toilets just pull out of the wall, fold down, and there's not even it's a shared shower down the hallway kind of situation too. So he just plops down, probably goes down to the bodega and grabs coffee, Helps with like the breakfast rush, real quick. There's like a flat top in the back. They make like breakfast sandwiches, burritos, that kind of stuff, to a little side hustle on top of the actual store itself. So
Excellent. And as you're kind of down there helping with the morning breakfast rush, you get your normal neighborhood folks coming through, with a couple actual corpo suits kind of pop in as well, because your family's known for making some of the best breakfast sandwiches there are out there.
That's true.
Go ahead and roll me a d12 for me when you get the second.
That is a 6.
6, okay. That morning you make an extra $60 in tips.
Hey.
All right, Nacho over at his home. Andy, you get dropped off at yours. What does your home look like for us?
So Andy's flat is right above the clinic, just to make sure she can kind of monitor any goings on if she has overnight guests, like she currently does. It's pretty simple, very clean. She has a couple of like nice house plants to act as air scrubbers. She has a very ornamental tea set that she will occasionally bring out when she has friends and guests over. But everything is just very tidy and clean, and organized.
Excellent. And is there anything you would like to do specifically while you're here?
She's going to go down to the clinic real quick because she wants to check, like, has the person that we definitely didn't knock out woken up since? Because I strapped him into a little monitor, so I'm going to check the monitor to see all the activity, see if he's woken up. If he hasn't woken up, I'm gonna just wrap a little bandage across his head, anywhere that he may have like hit, so anywhere that's gonna have bruising, just to play up the how much you got knocked out, because we didn't actually like knock him out, but definitely like fell like a ton of bricks.
Oh yeah.
Gonna make a few notes on the chart, like subject delivered in, possible signs of concussion, just gonna full doctor legalese sort of jargon. Perfect. On this chart.
Go ahead and give me a medical check too when you have a second. I'll give you a -3 to this as well, since you're in your clinic, you're in your element.
Yeah, both of those are successes.
Okay, excellent. As you're kind of going through and taking a look over on this individual, when you knocked him out, he definitely fell and hit the back of his head on his car as he was falling back.
I will actually treat any wounds.
checking out the bandages and everything. You kind of run your hands back behind, and you can feel his hair is almost a bit dried and sticky. And as you kind of look, you can see that there's some kind of open wound that's bleeding back there. But it's a bit odd, as his blood has a very thick consistency to it, much thicker than you're used to.
Okay, I'm gonna take a sample of the blood, and I'm going to go. I looked up the name of the machine I tried to use last time. It's a mass spectrometer, and I should have known that. I'm gonna run a test of the mass spectrometer versus I have synthetic blood and I have standard blood. So I'm gonna run a test and do a comparison now that I'm just like, we're going to go nerd brain here.
Okay, excellent. You start running your tests. We're going to jump over to Sable and Glitch. The two of you dropped off at your shared home. What does your home look like here?
I imagine it as, one of those like 3-story townhouse type of things. It's like really close to other people's, but like with old yellow paneling and like a little tiny yard, but like nothing that can actually hold anything. Just like a couple pots of plants out there that are out there, and like the top is where Glitch is in the like attic space, and then there's like the floor where her bedroom is, and like the hallway and bathroom, and the main floor is like the living room and the kitchen. And I imagine that as soon as you walk in, you just smell cats. It's it's not like Andy's house where it's clean. It's not dirty, but just kind of a little bit of a stuff everywhere. I imagine she's kind of almost like a little bit of a hoarder. Just got a lot of stuff, things. There's pictures of Sable and her husband, and a few probably of her and Brice, and cats and Slice. It's very homely.
Yeah, and up in the attic, I imagine it's mostly full of Sable's stuff too in boxes, but there's like one little corner that's kind of been like cleared of everything with like a nasty stained, dirty, holy mattress kind of flopped on the floor. And I don't have much in way of possessions, but I do like to think that I have maybe like a little dish, like a little bowl that I kind of keep tucked under my stuff, and I'll pull that out whenever I come home and check for my favorite cat, who's named Philo. For whatever reason, I just happened to make a connection with this cat. Maybe it's the one that I woke up with on my unfortunate morning when I woke up behind a dumpster way back when Sable found me. But I have this connection with Philo, so whenever I come home, I'll pull out the little dish and kind of do the little thing to have him come find me, and whatever little morsels I've picked up throughout the day and managed to keep in my pocket, I'll lay out for him.
Excellent. As you kind of pull out and do your little come here, go ahead and give me a animal handling check if you would.
Oh.
Otherwise, it's just gonna be a straight allure for you.
Okay. A 4 and a 7. I need a 5. That is one success. I'm not trained.
Okay, no worries. Because you've got this connection to this cat, as you kind of round the bowl around, you hear some of the boxes kind of move around and some stuff fall over. Before you kind of look over into one of the corners, and little Philo kind of pops his head up behind one of the boxes and just pops all the way up and just comes running over to you and just lets out just a super long meow and just kind of starts rubbing himself up on your leg.
It's a very scritchy, street cat kind of, not cute, kind of terrifying. And I imagine he's probably got some like chunks of fur missing, and he's the beat up, scruffy cat. But yeah, I'll give him a good scritching.
And he kind of just takes a scritching and just goes dead weight, just plops onto his side and starts rolling on his back and exposing his tummy for you to pet him.
Yeah, I'll kind of just lay back on my nasty mattress with him on my chest and see if I can catch a couple hours as I give him a little pet.
All right, excellent. Over to Goose. Goose, you've dropped off your companions, making your way. Now, do you live at the garage?
I do. I live in the garage.
All right, you pull your van back in, seeing your various tools and spare tires lying around that you've acquired through various means. Is there anything specific you would like to do in your couple hours?
So as I pull into the garage and park the van, I'm gonna pat the dashboard and be like, they don't see you for who you are. You're good. Don't listen to what they have to say. And then I'm gonna spend the whole night working on it and tuning it up and making it nice and clean.
Okay, give me a mechanical check if you would. -3 to this as you're in your element here.
One success.
One success, okay. You get most of the big chunks of dirt off of it, and you kind of go over and you pull a couple wads of some kind of just squishy, gross, almost the consistency of mud substance out of the tailpipes. Kind of flop that on the ground. It doesn't smell the greatest. The scent definitely lingers on your hand.
Just gonna wipe it off my clothes.
All right, you wipe the substance just on your overalls.
What they're made for.
For the most part, the van's it's in working condition. You're 88% certain it'll make it to wherever you need to go.
Hey, that's a B. That got me through mechanical school.
Oh, that explains so much.
Crawl into my cot in my dirty clothes and pass out.
All right. Getting a couple hours of sleep in. Eventually, 8 o'clock rolls around. You all obviously have your phones you can communicate with each other with. what is your plan for the morning? Are you all heading to Vectron Biomed? Are you all splitting off and doing different things? What's the plan here?
I'm definitely going to the biomed, but I'm going to check my results first.
Okay.
Are we all texting? I'm just like, I thought the plan was we all rolled up together, parked a few blocks away, and then went in.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Maybe
just
not
text.
the whole crew. That might look a little, intimidating.
I'm gonna text van emoji ?
I reply with a thumbs up, and also I tap out. I've got breakfast because I assume I know everyone's order. You know what I mean? Like what's your morning drink? What's your sandwich, burrito preference, etc. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
got them ready to go for everybody.
Yeah, I think Sable will just get all her drones prepared and join them. She won't be going in, but she will stay out and do
Some drone
recon.
surveillance. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Are you also going to be taking Slice with you?
Slice maybe can lounge out today.
Okay.
I don't
leave
know
Slice
if
at
taking Slice with us sounds like a good idea.
home. Okay, no worries. So Andy, you go down and you check the blood results. And his come up inconclusive. No blood type to it.
Excellent.
Doesn't come up as synthetic. There's just something very off about it.
Okay. I'm going to take that blood sample with me.
Okay.
Whatever's left after doing the test. I'm going to write up a very nice and formal invoice for this man. I have seen his wallet, so I do know what his name is. And I'm going to write up an invoice. It's going to be next to his chart for when my assistant comes in and starts taking over for the day, so that they know to make sure that he gets charged as well for the services provided.
Okay. Excellent. And the only name listed on his ID was Diesel.
Diesel. Cool. I'm going to label the sample with Diesel unknown. And that's coming with me to the lab.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So Goose, you kind of load up into your van, proud of the wash you gave it the other night. It sounds a little bit better this morning since the tailpipe's no longer clogged up with whatever the fuck you found in it. Just for my own sake, are you changing your overalls or are you just rocking what you've been wearing?
Just rocking it.
All right, we're rocking it. Excellent. Okay. You pop into your old van and hit the road heading down. Glitch and Sable would be the closest ones on your first stop. So you go rolling up. You see Glitch kind of standing outside, Sable there with all of her drones kind of at the ready. As you guys see Goose kind of rolling up, he rolls down the window, and immediately you're hit with just this scent of... It almost smells like a really funky moss mixed with motor oil. It's just kind of permeating out of the van currently.
You want to take a shower real quick and clean up a bit?
Are you hinting at something?
I mean, less hinting, being pretty direct about it, actually.
Oh, is it that
Did
bad?
you stay up again all night?
But not all night. I mean, don't you think the van looks nice?
Oh, yes, it's moving, isn't it?
Yeah, aside from
Yes.
the smell, it sounds a little better than it did last night, so that's good.
Oh, can't be perfect. Hop on in.
Sable shrugs and looking at Glitch and hops in.
All right,
Yeah,
popping
help
in.
load whatever heavy equipment is. Make sure she gets in comfortably.
Perfect. Yeah, and in the back of this van, there
Mhm.
are kind of built-in hooks for Sable to hang up each of her drones in the back of this thing, just on the side of it. You all pile in, heading next off to the clinic, Andy would be the next one on the way. Rolling up, Andy, you see that familiar van pull right up to the curb. You got the blood sample. Anything else you would like to grab?
If I notice the stank, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get a little sachet that we use in the clinic to, like, freshen up the air a little bit for when, people come in with various body wounds and fluids.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna, basically, we're gonna put a little, like, air freshener inside the van.
All right, excellent. Yeah, you walk over, you open up the door, and that is the first thing that just hits your nostrils.
It's very much nope. And I
Is
come
it really
back.
that bad?
Buddy, like, why?
I'm gonna like get some napkins from the glove compartment from fast food from like who knows how long ago and like wipe. Just toss it out
And
the
he
window.
just quietly puts on a pair of her, like, nitrile gloves. Sits touching at the least amount that she can inside the van.
It's
with
not
your air
the van,
freshener.
it's me.
Yeah, but you were working on the van.
And Goose, as you're wiping off these napkins, they're like falling apart. They're like almost disintegrating, like flaking off.
Yeah, like,
on your
if you're
overalls.
treating yourself like that, how, like,
That's it. I'd spend so much time on this fine vehicle. I don't have any time for myself.
Well, I offered him to use our restroom, but he didn't want to.
soap has been a thing for so long. It's not a new invention.
I'm giving this ride for free.
Yeah. You're not really, though, because we're all working together and you do actually need me to get into this building, so...
Right
And-
off that mileage.
And just so you know, buddy, the smell doesn't really bother me all that much.
Well, thank you. But the first shower we see on this job, I'll take a shower. Even if it's in the middle of a firefight, there's a shower there. I'll be taking a shower. Does that
No,
make
let's
everyone
not-
feel better?
No, I don't
No!
think that solves the problem. That's not really what we're talking about here.
Goose, sweetie, we're gonna have a discussion about proper hygiene and how to take care of our bodies.
I'm gonna
Thank
need
you.
more smoke before that conversation happens, but I want to watch it.
Okay. We're gonna learn how long we wash our hands, like really get under the nails.
Yeah, look at my hands. Don't seem that
The
dirty.
trick that I learned was that you sing happy birthday to yourself while you wash your hands.
Absolutely, every
That's what my
time.
mother told me.
That's the only way you get rid of all of the germs and bacteria and viruses that are on your hands.
But let's be real, no one has that much time to wash their hands.
I
This
just
is
don't
a
have as
sci-fi
much practice
vampire game.
singing happy birthday to myself as you, Sable.
So you continue on. Making your way
Now that we've ridiculed me enough.
over towards Nacho's bodega. As you roll up, I would imagine at some point somebody's cracked the windows in this thing, and you're definitely hit with the smell of the very fine breakfast items being created at the bodega itself. You smell very fresh coffee. You smell pastries being baked. You smell bacon just kind of floating through the air.
Oh, now I'm so hungry. Why?
know.
It's synthetic bacon, I should mention, but it still has that beautiful scent to it. But you
all the like
go,
chorizo spices and
It's all chemicals.
it is all chemicals. But you go roll
delicious
it up,
chemicals.
and you see Nacho standing out there with
Yeah.
his drink carrier and a big old bag of food.
Absolutely. I've got those. I also have I have Nacho Jr. Nachito, I think we called him, my assault rifle. I named him. That's right. Slung over my back, but in his case this time I've got like a fabric gun bag. I think it's like shaped to look like a guitar case or a guitar bag. We've got a lot of patches on it for bands and things, like normal ones around town like Bozo Boston, the River City Ramblers, DJ Thunder Biscuit, Don't Tell Tony, stuff like that. Yeah.
DJ Thunder Biscuit.
DJ Thunder Biscuit. Everyone knows her. She's the best. Jim and the Maniacs, the Looting Rascals,
She just dropped a new album, right?
Yeah. I just pile in. I hand the bag of stuff to the back of the van. Affix myself in the front. Hand Goose his coffee. Start rolling down the window and I go, "Gotta wash that ass, man. Let's go."
And I'm gonna put on DJ Thunder Biscuit.
Yeah.
Pump up the bass, and then we're off.
All right, you put on some DJ Thunder Biscuit, and this van feels like it's about to fucking explode with how loud the bass is. The walls are just boof, boof, boof. But you begin heading over towards the more Corpo Plaza type area of New London, of the London zone here. And you know that this area is situated down towards where Buckingham Palace is. The building itself still stands, but it's since then been renovated and turned into a couple different Corpo offices down there. But there is one large, pristine tower that stands out above them all. The tower itself, probably about 10 stories or so. Beautiful, just like this reflective chrome side down all four sides of this building as you go rolling up. The very top just situated a very large neon V. As you head that direction, how close would you like to pull up to the building?
I would say not very close. Looks way nicer than the van. Is there like a parking garage nearby or an alley?
At least 3 blocks away, maybe more.
I would say down in this district, with how many the corporations are kind of situated, there is a larger parking structure. As you kind of pull up, though, you can see that it is currently a closed gate and requires a key card to get in.
Typical.
1%ers, am I right?
And as you kind of look through the gate, you definitely do see like some beautiful, very slick, pristine looking like Porsches and Maseratis and Corvettes, just all decked out in these beautiful colors, all these neon lights just flashing off of them. Not a speck of dirt on a single one of these vehicles.
There may be like a spot for deliveries in the back.
Are you going to go ahead and cruise around and try to look for a spot like that?
Yeah, I don't think we're getting into the Maserati parking.
All right, give me a perception check, and you all can do this as Goose is kind of asking if anybody sees anything that looks less sus.
All right.
It's awareness, right?
Awareness, yeah. Perception.
2 success.
Excellent.
Ooh, 2 successes and a 1 is a crit, right? Like a crit success.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I thank Nacho for packing extra sauce for the breakfast burritos.
Yeah. I'm texting, just trying to make some deals
Tapatio.
happen. Like, yeah, bet. And I'm just not even trying to look for a spot.
All right. As you're driving around, luckily the 3 of you do spot about 5 blocks away what looks to be a very large loading/unloading designated area, right on the curb, parked in front of one of the nicer restaurants in this district.
I'll pull up there, and I'll get out and I'll get like 2 little orange cones out and put them in front of the van. It's more official that way, Looks like we're supposed to be here.
All right, popping out, put those cones up. Actions for the rest of the group.
Andy, do you want any company to go with you into the clinic?
I mean, buddy system is always good. As you kind of like looks across the group, lingers on Goose for a second, is like, probably not.
Yeah, I get it.
Like,
I get it.
You are wonderful in a garage. You can fix machines real good. might not be your crowd.
I mean, I am wearing a suit.
You
but
are
also,
wearing a
like,
suit.
this
Yeah, like
shirt.
I feel like the tech trader probably looks the most like they would fit in the corpo area.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I can't bring my rifle, can I?
I'm good at talking to people, but this probably is not
I'm
the best
Andy
space
is
for
really
me.
not good at talking to people. She's
But
smart, but
Nacho
she's
should
kind
be
of a
too.
dick.
So I think that works.
I'm pretty talkative.
Yeah, I think we're both the talky people, Nacho and I. But
But why don't
different
we stay by the
types.
van, keep watch? Maybe Sable can send out the drones and you guys go to the clinic.
Yeah.
We'll know if shit goes south. We'll come find you.
Perfect. Andy definitely has like a nicer lab coat on. She's definitely looking the part of a medical professional. This one doesn't have any bloodstains on it.
All right, Andy throwing on the lab coat. Nacho, are you going with her?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. The two of you begin walking your way towards Vectron's biomed. Go ahead and give me a perception check here as you're all walking.
2 successes and one of them is a crit.
Excellent. Okay.
2 failures and one of them is a 12.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's all right.
Is it even out?
I'm probably too busy texting to even look around at anything. I'm just
Run
like, hey,
into a
Andy,
wall.
like, Andy, this guy's trying to trade me nudes for a gun. Like, how many is sufficient? Like, I'm thinking 12, but
I mean, depends on the like quality of the nude. Like, is
I
it
just-
a boudoir sort of shoot, or
I
is
just,
it
like, show my phone. Here's a preview.
Is it 12
And it's
guns
like-
or 12 nudes?
No, it's one gun. Wait, did you not? It's just the one gun. Some more. So quantity is what you're saying. Got it. And then just like back to my phone.
quality matters? Quality matters.
The lighting wasn't great in the shot.
No, and it's just like
Wasn't.
crappy dick pics just don't do it.
It's true. I'm gonna ask
You
for
gotta-
more
you gotta have
torso,
some
and then we're
artistry.
Okay, we're not going to describe dick pics here, so you continue walking down the street.
I could go on.
Andy, with your success, as you're heading in that direction, you do notice that parked just up on the sidewalk directly in front of Vectron Biomed is a very familiar street bike. Beautiful bright orange with flames painted down the side. Beautiful blue and orange neon lights, just looking pristine in the sunlight here, just letting off a very faint glow onto the sidewalk. The license plate reading Scorch, so you definitely know she is here.
She is nothing but on brand. Just very on the nose a lot of the time. I mean, kudos to her. I had a cool bike. Maybe make it like sky themed.
But you are at the entrance. You see the large double sliding glass door, and you see immediately that this does require a key card to get in.
She has one of the like, she still has that like keypad that they had taken, because we didn't show it to what's his bucket, and she was the one who ended up with it. And not knowing at all how it works, but also being actually decent at hacking, can she try and bypass this security measure?
Yeah, you want to go ahead and try to hack the system. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and give me a so many different skills. Give me a hacking check here.
Yep. 2 successes.
2 successes, okay. Excellent. So you kind of take this small lockbox with this keypad that you have on it, and you kind of begin walking over towards the key card pad itself, and you're able to kind of pop it open and begin mixing up some of the wires and connecting in. Excellent. We'll come back to that in a second. Over at the van, Goose, Glitch, and Sable. What are the three of you up to at this time?
I'm gonna take my drones out and get the one that's mainly for surveillance stuff. It's a small one. She's gonna get that one out and have it start scanning.
Okay, not sending the one
Keeping
with the
an
4
eye.
machine guns up, just the regular. Got it.
Yeah, not the one, not my combat drone. That might be a little weird.
Okay, perfect. Now, are you looking for anything in particular, or are you just kind of getting a general scan of the area?
I think she's getting a general scan of the area and then like scouting for anything that might stick out to her in regards to Scorch.
Okay.
Ember.
Give me a surveillance check when you can.
All right. And surveillance is going to be my perception. Ooh. All right. I got, yes, 2 successes.
2 successes, excellent. So your little drone, you pull it off the wall of the van and it kind of unfolds little props and just takes off, buzzing down towards Vectron Biomed. As you approach, you see Andy and Nacho at the front doors. Andy's got her keypad connected to some kind of mechanism on the door, and you see her just kind of working away over there. But you send your little drone as it kind of starts flying up higher and higher. A lot of the reflective surface on the side of this building is very difficult to see through. But luckily, with the camera quality on your drone, you're able to pick up little bits and bobs as you're kind of flying through. The first couple floors, you just see a lot of humans all wearing very pristine lab coats, very similar to what Annie was wearing. A lot of them also wearing full-on like scrubs, facial protection. And it appears they're all working with different beakers and vials, mixing different fluids on the first 2 floors. You continue sending it up a little bit higher. As you get to the 5th floor, you see what appears to be a medical lab, and you can make out just a couple silhouettes. One silhouette is laid out on like this stretcher just situated in the very center of this room. And you see the other silhouette, it almost looks like they had their head buried down in this individual and are currently standing up.
What did it look like? What's happening there?
With your
Replay?
successes, it looked like the individual that was standing up, they were up near the head of the other person, and it almost looked like they had their head positioned right down near where their neck would be.
I think Sable will do a replay of that footage for Glitch and just be like,
Does that look like what I think it is?
Yeah, I think I'd be actually over your shoulder the whole time, looking, trying to plan like a strategy, an attack strategy. Like if things go bad, like where are the points of entry, where are the potential like hazards to get in the way, where like the AI robots or whatever. So I'd probably be following along with you anyway. And I'd say, well, I'm no medical person for sure, but that seems a lot like some freaky vampire shit to me.
Yes, it does. We should make sure they know what they're getting into. Can you message one of them over there and let them know?
Phones out,
What we saw?
texting
Fifth floor.
Nacho. I'll do a building, 5th floor. So like building emoji, 5th floor, vampire emoji. Yeah, like little thingy teeth. Yeah,
I
exactly.
like that we talk in emojis. That's great.
Yes.
And Nacho, as you're kind of scrolling through, you get another photo of just this like lime green Speedo appear directly on your screen, and then immediately 3 emojis from Glitch pop up right afterwards.
I'm just looking like not enough torso, and then I just like go to Glitch's text, and I'm like snap. I reply like a little like a grimacing emoji, like Will look out, and I relay that to Andy. I think I'm like standing, like obscuring, like like trying to,
And Andy's definitely
shield her
trying to
from view.
like give herself credentials to be able to utilize this, so she can put it back properly and just be able to go in and out. Whether that's key code or swipey card, I don't know how.
Yeah,
Aislinn
no
doesn't know which version of security this
So
is.
as you're kind of crossing the wires and using your keypad to this keypad, you're able to essentially connect your phone up to this as well, and basically create yourself like a fake key card on your phone itself.
Beautiful. As someone who has actually met and interacted and worked with Ember before, do I have her phone number?
She was the one
Something-
who had originally hired you. Yeah, you would definitely have her number.
Cool. I'm gonna make sure we get into the building first, because people be sketchy. And then I'm going to call her. I'm gonna try and give her a call, not video, because I don't want her to see like, hi, I'm in your building. You know I'm not authorized for this.
Sure. Yeah. So.
Audio only.
All right. So you put the keypad back together. You swipe your fake card. The two glass doors slide open. And as you enter in this first floor, it's designed to be almost like this beautiful, pristine waiting room. Large leather couches, a long desk across the back of it, a few houseplants in here as well. The floor itself, this beautiful white marble floor. However, there's not a single person in this area. There are just two elevators situated towards the back of the room beyond the desk. But
Easy peasy.
you and Nacho are able to make your way inside the building, pull out your phone, and you are going to attempt to call Ember. Okay. You punch in her number, and you wait a few moments. No response. No pickup.
Okay. I'm gonna try one more time before I leave a message.
Okay. Same thing.
I'm assuming same thing.
Mhm.
And so my message is just gonna be, hello, Dr. Scorch. This is Dr. Sky from down at the clinic in your not as nice of a place as yours, but you know the place. As Aislinn forgot to name her clinic. Just reaching out. I have a few professional questions to run by you. If you could send me a message back, I would be much obliged.
All right. Excellent. Back over at the van, Goose, is there anything in particular you would like to do?
I'm just still attempting to wipe off my overalls, maybe with like a rag that I found at like the floor, like under the gas pedal. Not really paying attention to anything that's going on in the back with the drones, just self-consciously cleaning myself.
What a sweet himbo.
Just trying to vigorously scrub off this funky, oily moss with an incredibly just filthy rag. At one point it was white. It's like freaking completely brown at this point. But you're doing your darndest just wipe your overalls.
Is there
clean.
maybe like a garden hose or something attached to this building we're parked at?
From what you can see, no. You're basically downtown in a Corpo Plaza. This building is squished right between two other ones. But as you're kind of out there scrubbing away, you see the restaurant doors open up. And this individual comes walking out. He's dressed in this very beautiful three-piece like maroon suit. Beautiful bow tie. He's got his hair kind of spiked back. Very similar to Phoenix Wright, if you're familiar, with that really spiky hairdo. Just comes walking out and just, yes, good morning. You must be my delivery.
Yes. Fuck.
Good. What's the rush, if you could please?
Well, you're gonna have to sign these forms that I'm Just grab some paper that I have. Hopefully they're forms.
Okay, you're just grabbing a handful of paper from your van.
Yes.
Okay.
It's always Goose.
Yeah.
Do I see that? What's going on, or am I focused on the drone?
Oh yeah, I mean you're situated in the back of the van. This is all happening right in front. So yeah, you're
I'm
able
like
to
glancing back at the
easily
two of you, like,
overhear
help
this
me.
entire conversation. And this individual walks over and just paper receipt still. That's an interesting way to conduct business. Now, I'm sorry. Did my supplier switch to a new delivery service? It's always been electronic.
You can't hack paper.
Exactly.
I
That's why
say, looking up from standing behind Sable.
Oh, didn't realize you brought help.
Yo, buddy system, never travel alone. These streets are dangerous.
I mean, I don't doubt you at all, but that's interesting company. Now, I'm sorry. What is the name of your delivery service? I don't see it marked on your vehicle here.
We're a new delivery service. We're still working on the decal on the side of the van.
Give me a persuasion roll here, Goose, if you would.
What is that, a lure? I
Oh,
imagine.
yeah.
It's gonna be bad. I know. Oh my god. Oh, that's the wrong dice.
It's always Goose.
Goose.
Ah, no!
It's
Two
always
failures.
Goose.
Wait, come on.
And he kind of just looks at the pieces of paper you've handed him. And I mean, they're basically like freaking Les Schwab receipts from like 100 years ago. He just kind of, right, look, I really don't have time for games. If I'm going to have to ask you to please move your vehicle. I'd rather not get the authorities involved.
Listen, we're just really down on my luck right now. I just need a place to park. Just give me like 2 hours so I can collect my thoughts and I'll be out of your hair. I'll save the spot for your delivery.
I'm afraid I'm going to need the spot here in about 20 minutes.
20 minutes will do.
And he kind of looks towards Glitch.
Well, I'm just here to help unload packages.
What packages are you unloading exactly? If you're not a delivery service, why would you be unloading random packages?
Don't mind them both. We're not delivering. We're picking them up.
And an
That's
elderly one
why
in
he
the back.
lifts
Hello, miss.
things. I'm sorry.
She's our supervisor.
I was trying to see if they could manage the situation on their own, but clearly not.
Give me a persuasion roll if you would, Sable.
Here we go. 2 successes.
And he just kind of looks at you and just... Father always told you respect your elders. Alright, miss, if you
Well,
could,
your mother's smart.
if you could just take your training somewhere within 20 minutes, please. I really need the space.
We will. That sounds good. Thank you very much.
Alright, thank you. And he just kind of glares back towards Goose and Glitch. Walks back into the building.
No wave.
It was actually a pretty good store there you had, Goose. You just gotta work on the delivery, get them to believe you, and probably maybe not grab receipts. If you would have actually had forms, I think that would have gone a little better.
I panicked. I'm sorry.
All right. Then why would you offer paper if you knew you didn't have forms?
These are all excellent questions. I don't have the answers to any of them, though.
Well, sometimes you have to think about things before you say them.
always been my biggest problem.
Yeah, well, we all have problems we have to overcome. That's an easy one.
We should probably tell them they have 20 minutes, huh?
Oh,
Yes,
oh yeah.
we
Send
could
it
do
my
that.
my phone and send another text. That shows let's see, that time, like a stop clock emoji, and then a bomb emoji, and then 20 minutes.
So the car is gonna blow up.
The translation for that is like,
My
what
eyes.
does Nacho think that means?
My eyes just go wide, and then I just turn to Andy. We might have to get out of here. And then I just reply like, no emojis. There's a bomb in the building.
Yeah. No, we have 20 men. Need move car.
And then I just write, find another space, question mark.
I'll use my
We
drone to find us a new
come
place to park.
Get you.
Okay.
The English language is so beautiful.
Sable using her drone to go find another spot for the vehicle. Sable, go ahead and give me another surveillance check. Andy, back inside. You and Nacho. No response from Ember. You've got the two elevators in front of you. What would the two of you like to do?
Have I been to this building before?
I would say so. Yeah, you've had conferences and things here before.
Okay. Would I know where usually Ember works, like where her office or her lab might be?
Yeah, you know it is the 5th floor.
Yeah. So as soon as he mentioned the 5th floor and vampires, and her not picking up her phone, just this look of, well, things may have just gotten a little more complicated.
What was happening?
I mean, from what we heard from the emoji crew over there, 5th floor vampires, and the 5th floor is where Ember works. So, and she's not picking up her phone. So
we have to go with vampires, huh?
Yeah. So the place that we need to go is the place that there are potentially vampires.
Should they come with us?
Like everybody else?
Like, is it time to text reinforcements?
It might be time for reinforcements. I mean, granted, the fact that there's nobody in this lobby, probably be easy to get everybody in.
I just text Glitch. I'm just like, come inside, bring that Cheeto.
So yeah, seeing Cheeto, I'll definitely let everybody know in the car area. It seems like they need some backup. Nacho's calling for his weapon.
Well, my guess is they figured out the vampires are there. I always told you all they're coming. They're taking over.
Is there any chance that in this short time that we've been scoping out the building that I'd have some way to like plan or enact a strategy, as that is one of my trained skills?
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, totally failed. I'm supposed to be good at surveillance. Nope. 2 failures. I rolled.
Nailed it. Okay, excellent. So yeah, Glitch, go ahead and give me a roll for this one.
Well, that's a bummer. So I am trained. I have 1 success, but the other is a 12.
That's right. You still have 1 success, and you are skilled.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that okay then?
Yeah, you're still be alright.
Oh, cool.
That.
Sweet. I thought a 12 was automatic failure no matter what. Cool.
As long as you're skilled, I will allow it to be a success for you. So you're good.
Sweet.
As you're kind of watching Sable's drone kind of look throughout this building, you saw the main entryway. It looks like up on the 10th floor there is an exit hatch up on the roof as well. And it looked like there was also a side exit on the west side of the building.
Okay. Goose, how are you planning on going in, or do you think you'll stay by the car?
And I'm gonna pump my shotgun and put one of those like steering wheel lock things on the van. And I'm already out of the driver's seat.
Club.
How do you feel like climbing or like climbing the outside of the building or stairs through the inside? Stairs.
Well, one seems a lot easier than the other.
Let's take the west entrance. I saw a door back there.
Let's do it.
Sable, you'll keep eyes.
Yeah, I'll send a couple of drones with you.
And like in the back, these drones just start like, one of them comes out, starts crawling, following him.
All right.
Ooh, it's a crawly.
Are you sending your big shooty drone or the less shooty drone?
I think the big one will follow, and then the smaller one, which could carry that one.
Okay.
And deploy whenever needed. And then the SegG drone, I'll probably just keep flying around to keep lookout.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good.
I'll keep it kind of on that 5th floor where it's like hovering right now, watching.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. So Goose, Glitch, you make your way over towards the west entrance of the building. It's the same situation, 2 very large sliding glass doors with a keypad there.
I'm gonna text the group chain like, need help entering? Question mark.
Send a picture back of the keypad that we're standing at.
I'm actually pretty good at lockpicking. Could I
sweet.
guide him through lockpicking that? Like, is that a possibility?
Can I send over my credentials to him?
Interesting.
Go down to the front of the building.
Can I try to open the door?
Just like
So this would be an electronic lock, so it would have to be a hacking check and not just a straight lock picking.
Okay. I don't have hacking. but I
Okay,
have
no worries.
lockpicking.
Goose, you go over and you try to put your fingers between the doors, and are you just trying to pry them open?
Well, maybe it's unlocked. just because there's a
I'll go.
keypad up front doesn't mean it's locked.
I walk over and open it from the inside.
Yeah, like, can we see them trying to get in? We're still on the 1st floor.
This entrance you do not see.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll send a text, be like, west entrance, doors locked. Help?
Can I send my credentials to him, or is it keyed just to my phone?
You could certainly try to send him like a screenshot of your credentials.
Like, is my credentials a code that you put in, or is it like?
It's essentially
Swipe
like a.
Is it like Apple Pay, or is it like?
It's like a little photo ID card essentially. So it's got your photo on there with almost what looks like a QR code beneath it.
Okay, I'm gonna try sending the QR code. And if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna walk over to the entrance.
Okay.
But that way, he may have like his own version that he can get through other doors.
Okay. Glitch. You wait a moment.
So-
the QR code pops up from Andy.
Yeah. So not entirely sure what I'm doing. I'll
Scan.
be like, I don't know, and like hold it up and anything happening?
And you hold it up, and you hear a small buzzing noise, and the doors slide open.
Oh.
I opened it.
Teamwork.
Fantastic.
Good job.
Yeah.
I did. This is handy. Here, and I'll I'll quickly forward it on to Goose too.
I
Just in
probably
case.
sent it to the whole group chat.
Cool. Perfect. Group chat.
All right, and the two of you, as you walk in, you see a hallway before you with 2 elevator doors on the right-hand side.
Oh well, we know we're going to 5th floor, so I'll look for a button.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely an elevator call button. You hit it. The doors open up. Andy and Nacho, the doors on your side also open up. You look through and you see Glitch and Nacho standing in this hallway.
Hey!
Or, I'm sorry, Glitch and Goose, rather.
Oh, perfect.
Hey,
Going up.
Whoa.
Going up.
Okay.
Maybe don't stand direct. Like,
Done.
I position myself in front of the door as the person who
Mhm.
looks like they kind of belong, and I kind of push everybody off to, like, like wallflowering on a elevator where you're kind of behind
Yeah.
the little bit that juts out.
All right.
Mhm.
Heading on up to the 5th floor.
Maybe I'll deploy the drone that Sable gave me? I don't. Is it something that needs You said I was holding it and I needed to deploy it.
Yeah, you could just put it down.
Yeah, cool. I'll do that while we're in the elevator.
Okay.
I pulled
you drop
Nachito
this-
out of my gun bag too.
All right, excellent. Weapons at the ready, little drone on the ground, and you just see these 4 little assault rifles just in each corner.
Well, the big drone is the one that was following. The little drone was the one he was carrying.
Oh, gotcha. So the big drone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got the 4 guns. Excellent. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Elevator goes up. You get to the 5th floor. Door opens. And it is eerily quiet up on this floor. As you step out, you see an entire wall made of glass. It almost looks like it's very reflective. And Andy, you would be familiar in that Ember's lab is basically one of the walls is essentially a giant one-way mirror, so she can look out in the hallway. Nobody can look into her lab. And there is a single glass double door leading into this lab.
Wait, you were right. The other little one is the one with the 4.
Okay, gotcha.
You had it right.
No worries.
I drooped.
Hold tight real quick, everybody. I'll flip on infrared, do a quick scan looking for human bodies, and then switch over to UV, look for any other cold or weird signatures that might be moving about.
I'm gonna do the same with my cyber eye bio read.
Okay, give me perception check if you would.
Ooh, you guys got fancy tech. Does it give you minuses to your rolls too?
Minus to awareness.
Nice.
So that means that both of those do in fact succeed.
Excellent.
That
Would they have
minus
been
will
fails?
make me-
I said, would they have been fails?
Ooh.
Would you say, Brice?
No, I have 2 successes this time.
Excellent. Okay,
That's it.
4 successes. As you're in here kind of scanning the area, you see the body light out on one of the stretchers in there. Through your infrared eye, it almost looks like it's just kind of floating in the center of one of the rooms that's off to the right-hand side. There's a very, very, very faint heat signature coming off of it. You also see this very large mass just kind of very slowly meandering its way just around that room.
Heat mass?
This one's giving off a very cold energy. And you also see another heat mass very quickly approaching the double sliding door.
Someone's coming, but a body's just ahead, and maybe at least one other big thing. Cold. Arm yourselves.
And
I'm going to kind of push everybody back into the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm sure that the elevator made a ding when it opened,
oh yeah,
I'm going to do my best attempt to look like someone who belongs in that hallway
okay.
and hopefully not get killed by something.
And then the healer died.
The doorway to Ember's lab slides open, and you see the familiar face of Ember Scorch as she steps out into the hallway. Her beautiful bright orange hair is pulled back into a tight ponytail, wearing just like this very nice designer like red jumpsuit underneath this pristine white lab coat. And she's got her phone in hand, and she's kind of like, almost has a little bit of a wide-eyed look to her. And she just kind of looks up and, Dr. Sky, so good to see you.
Hi, Ember.
Didn't realize you were going to be popping in just this moment. I'm so sorry I missed your calls, but I got your message.
It's all right. I have something fascinating for you.
Do you now?
I do.
Well, perhaps we can talk about it over lunch.
Yeah. Are you busy at the moment?
And she kind of hesitates for a moment and just a bit of a project I'm working on, but it can wait. I can step out for a bit.
Excellent. You know, I have been stuck in the lab for so long. Do you mind if we? Are there stairs? I couldn't find them on my way up, but I have been stuck at a desk all day.
Yeah.
If you don't mind getting
the-
a little
the-
bit of a walk.
Yep, they keep the elevators on the north side, stairs are on the back side of this house. so
Oh,
just
that's
in
why I
case.
couldn't find them.
Yeah, no worries. It's an oddly designed building, but
It is a very oddly designed building.
and you see her press a button and her lab shuts behind her.
hmm
But yes, please, by all means.
Does the button look like it is fingerprint specific?
Yes, it does.
Do I canonically still have her fingerprint from the one shot?
That would be entirely up to you if that's something you hold on to.
I gave it to the tech trader to make use of it, so I'm not going to use it at the moment, but
Okay, no worries.
and I'm going to walk with Ember.
Okay, the two of you.
So I'm
heading-
trying to lead her away from the elevator full of people and guns.
Sure. So you
So
step out and begin heading the opposite direction down the hall. Ember taking pace and walking right beside you. And with that, let's go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we will see what y'all get into. Thank you all so much for sticking with us. Thank you so much for the raid, y'all. Super appreciate y'all. Thank you. We'll be back here in about 10-15 minutes or so. Stick around.
Cool.
gonna take her to an
We need to be
Italian
having-
restaurant.
She's
and-
going. Are you going?
And welcome back, everybody.
Oh no! I didn't realize.
Wasn't it enough?
Oh, the things that are said off camera. Anyway, thank you all
Look,
so much
there
for
was
sticking
talk
with
about
us.
Parent Trap. Got a little crazy.
And GM in the Great Barrier, thank you so much for the raid. Super appreciate you popping in here. Our group of hired guns currently investigating Vectron Biomed. Goose, Andy, Nacho, and Glitch made your way into the tower up to the 5th floor, which is where Ember Scorch's lab is at. Sable staying behind and kind of controlling her drones, keeping an eye on everything going on the outside for y'all. Andy stepping off the elevator, pulling Dr. Scorch as she has just exited her lab, heading towards the back staircase towards the south side of the building. And without really much of a second thought, she just starts keeping pace with you and walking towards the stairs.
Can I have my bio read still active. Do I see any wounds on her?
Give me a medical check if you would.
This one is so bio read is an awareness test to see all cybernetics and bioware and reveal bleeding/wounds.
Well, then make it that instead.
They're gonna be the same because I'm specialized in both and have the same amount in both, but I do get -1 to awareness checks.
Awesome.
But both of those are definitely successes.
Definitely successes. Okay. You, as she's walking by, you kind of glance over and begin scanning her up and down, looking for any type of wounds. You don't see anything.
Cool.
She's
I'm getting
clean.
like a normal reading off of her.
Yep. No wounds, no strange cybernetics, nothing going on with her vitals.
I'm going to, while we're just walking down the hallway, just kind of asking really innocuous questions about like, oh, what have you been up to since I saw you last? Like, how's your brother doing?
Oh, he's doing a lot better. He's learned to not venture off into the outer zones on his own.
I would hope so.
Yeah. I mean, he came back slightly traumatized. Said one of your own died from
Yes.
friendly fire. Did you have a traitor working with you?
No, just a bad shot.
That's a shame. I like Derek.
Yeah. It's okay. Derek shot me too. So.
Yeah, but you survived.
I did. He didn't shoot me that well.
So anyway, what have you been up to? You said you've got something interesting for me to look at, and the two of you kind of take off and around the corner and begin making your way down the stairs at this point.
Excellent. I had someone come into my clinic the other day and had a head wound, and the blood wasn't the consistency that either the synthetic blood or just standard blood is. And you're the blood expert, so I figured I'd come by and ask you about it.
Did you happen to get a sample of it?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna take out my little vial. I ran it through the mass spec, but I wasn't able to get anything conclusive out of it. I figured you have such an advanced lab, you might be able to see something.
And she kind of holds her hand out for it.
I'll hand it over.
She takes it and kind of holds it up to the light a little bit and just kind of turns it in a couple different directions. Yes, I do have some more advanced scanners that might be able to give us a bit more insight. But you're right about the consistency. It's just kind of like trying to manipulate it in the vial. The blood itself is almost solidifying in the vial.
Does
More
it
so than when you
seem
found
like, looking at that being more solidified, I'm assuming that Andy has seen the effects of particular venoms on the bloodstream. Does it seem like that same sort of congealing that you might get from like a rattlesnake bite or something like that?
It's similar, but a bit more extreme.
Okay. Maybe there's something in the blood that's causing this?
Well, it
Maybe
could
not the
be.
blood itself, some exterior agent.
Did you know the person you got the sample from?
No, just one of my clients came in with some head trauma, unconscious.
He came in unconscious?
Yes, head trauma. It tends to do that.
But how could he be moving if he was unconscious? Did he make his way in and then fall unconscious?
No, he came in as in people brought him in.
Oh, okay.
We're not having, like, it's not that big of a breakthrough that we're having, like, unconscious people walking through my door. I would lead with that. We're not. No, he was brought in unconscious, head trauma. So I was treating him, noticed the blood, and ran some tests.
Interesting. Well, when we get back, I'd be happy to run this through. A couple tests of my own.
Excellent. Anyway, you mentioned lunch.
Yes, please. There's a restaurant just around the corner, actually. They should be opening soon.
Perfect.
Back upstairs.
I'm going to,
Oh,
while we're going, as soon as there's like a little bit of a lull, I'm going to very casually take out my phone. And in as quick as I possibly can, try and type out, and I don't know how well I spell when I'm trying to not be super obtuse about this. Just headed for a bite.
Yeah, you are. Vampire bite.
Yeah.
Nom, nom, nom.
For a bite. No visible marks.
I'll send a text to Sable. Was your drone able to capture that interaction?
Which one?
The one that we just saw between Ember and Andy.
Oh, was I able to? I would assume not, because they were like in a stairway.
Unless Glitch released the surveillance drone to follow them, it would not have picked up that conversation.
Surveillance drone is outside.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right,
yeah,
that's right.
okay.
So no, that one would not have picked it up.
Okay.
Okay. Then I would relay that now.
Looking to the two fellas in the elevator with me. Do you think we should follow them? Do we need to like try to capture like photo evidence, or should we go check out what that cold mass was? Actually, let me do a quick scan. Like turn my scanners back on. Is the cold mass, the big one, still there?
Oh yeah.
Or
still,
which things are still there? I should say.
You still have the body that looks like it's just kind of floating in the center of the room, the one that you know is on the table.
Okay.
The heat signature very quickly dissipating.
Okay.
And the large cold mass that almost just looks like a silhouette of like just this almost like a pile of like humanoid slime just kind of walking around this area.
Yikes. Okay. So it looks like whatever might be alive in that room is soon not going to be alive in that room, but there is some sort of weird, cold, fleshy thing in there with it. I don't want to leave Andy alone with Ember if she's not good people, but I also don't want to just go in and start chopping things up. What do you guys think?
Do we split up? Is that a terrible idea?
Maybe we start by getting off this elevator.
Let's
I'm
get off
tired of
the
hitting this
elevator.
button.
As they
Yeah.
Just keep hitting the door open button the whole time.
Ding! Yeah.
I'll like pop my head out to see if, Andy and Ember have, out of sight.
Oh yeah, you pop your head out, they are gone. You don't hear them, you don't
Alright.
see them.
Okay.
Coast is clear.
All right.
We should get away from this glass, because although it seems like a wall, I think we are still visible from the other side.
But the cold mass is on the other side of the glass, right?
Correct, yeah, the mass is inside one of the rooms in Ember's lab.
I just think Andy's giving us a great opportunity here. We can find a way to get in this lab and, just give it a quick once over. She can handle this Dr. Scorch. If things get hairy.
All right, keeping the drones with us. I'll start to kind of make a careful approach, katana at the ready, towards whatever entry points it looks like there might be to get behind this glass area.
Okay,
Like
so
a fingerprint thing, right?
basically, yeah, what you're looking at is a giant wall of glass that runs the entire length of this hallway. And it looks like there's only one entryway in, and it's got a fingerprint scanner right next to it.
Not the QR code thing.
Not the QR code, nope.
Bummer.
Do either of you know how to hack into this?
Only in the very literal sense.
I mean, Goose, it can't be much different than hacking a tire onto a van, right?
And I'll whip out my finger tools. I'm gonna start, I don't know, taking apart the fingerprint reader thing.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
Three Stooges
you're-
the shit
you're
out of
not-
this.
You're not attempting to
He's gonna goose it up.
hack this. You are trying to just pull this thing apart.
Yes,
See what makes it tick.
methodically.
Okay,
He's
Goose.
just like handing us wires and be like, don't forget where this goes.
Why do we keep leaving them all alone?
Andy, why do you
Buddy.
look so disappointed already?
No,
No,
You haven't
I'm
done
here for it. I
anything.
love it.
You go over to this fingerprint scanner. Immediately, you don't see like any type of screws or anything kind of holding this thing in place. Go ahead though. Give me. Oh God. What do I wanna
And you'd think, living in the times that we live in, we'd be better with tech, you guys, but
do? You would think.
These
We're
smart-
really not the tech savvy crew necessarily.
just
I'm
me.
great with it.
It's-
I sell
We're
it all
just
the
not
time.
the savvy crew, period.
We're good with guns. That's not necessarily like techie stuff.
So you're methodically trying to pull this thing apart. Go ahead and give me an electronics check here if you would. Good.
What stat is that under?
Brains is what it's gonna fall under.
That should tell you how good this is gonna go. I'm not trained in it.
I feel like I'm.
Oh shit, that was terrible. They were both failures, and one was critical.
excellent.
This group has one brain cell, and it belongs to
everybody.
Andy.
So Goose, you go over, and your mechanical hand pops out, and various tools. Nacho and Glitch, you see his fingertips almost kind of like open up and retract in ways as all these different like mechanical tools pop out of them. Goose,
Yeah.
what you don't see any screws or anything on this fingerprint scanner. So what is it that you would use to first try to get this thing open?
Like a flathead screwdriver on my pinky,
Okay.
and try to like pry open the lid or the top or front like faceplate, whatever it is. Just pry it open.
Okay. You go over and you take your pinky screwdriver and you try to start shoving it back behind this plate, trying to get any type of give to this thing, and all you are doing is scratching up the mirror glass that's around it.
It's held together pretty well.
Mm.
Maybe some mechanical agitation, and I'm gonna take the butt of the shotgun and just like hit it.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Just confirming you are going to take the butt of the shotgun to this fingerprint scanner.
Yes.
Okay.
It's too late now.
Give me a melee attack here with your shotgun.
I'm good at this.
Whatever friends we might have made here today.
Hey, it was a 1.
You're really good at smash.
Critical
The amount of
success.
himbo energy.
Hit stuff.
So, Nacho and Glitch, you see Goose just scratch the shit out of this mirror with his pinky, give up after just a couple seconds, pull his shotgun out of his back, and just
Here we go.
hammer down into this thing.
Put your back into it, Goosey.
Now we know why the van looks the way it does.
You just see this look of frustration on Goose's face as he just rages and just smashes down onto this fingerprint scanner.
Amazing.
And the scanner itself starts to crack and break ever so slightly. and all the lights in this hallway immediately turn red
Yeah.
Oh boy.
and just start flashing.
Mm.
And
Okay. That makes
Andy,
yeah.
as you and Ember get to the bottom of the stairs, you see her stop for a moment, pull out her phone,
Saw that coming.
and her eyes just
I'm
go
sorry.
wide as she just turns and starts booking it back up the stairs.
I think we should get in the elevator.
I'm going to fake panic, but also like actually panic, and follow her. Like, what's going on?
I'm not certain. The alarm in my lab just went off. I think somebody's trying to break in.
Who would want to break into your lab?
Shit, if I know. Have you seen anybody when you were in the elevator?
No,
Give me a persuasion roll.
Uh-oh.
you saw me walk out.
Oh no! Oh no!
It
That's
ruined
okay.
everything.
Spend some grit.
I am skilled in persuasion. So despite the fact that I only have a 4 allure, that is 1 success.
Okay, still a success. And she
All you
just kind of
need.
brushes it off and is just booking it up the staircase. Nacho, Goose.
I'm going to send a really quick text of run.
I'm already like taking a photo of the keypad and texting it to Andy. and going,
Yeah.
Something happened.
And Sable, you see from your drone floating around outside, the entire 5th floor of this chromatic wall is just lit up red.
But is the door unlocked now?
The door is not unlocked.
There's a
Oh, come
hatch.
on.
There's a hatch on the 10th floor. We could try to escape that way, or we could go back the way we came. Press that elevator button. Is it still working?
Oop.
You go to click the elevator button, and it's almost like a little mini screen itself into the wall, and as you're clicking it, it just says floor lockdown.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is there anywhere to hide?
You're in an
Put a-
empty hallway.
Put a
You
lampshade
got-
over my head.
So we have. Did we get down to the bottom floor? Me and Ember. How many flights of stairs are we running up?
You are running up. Yeah, you probably would have been close to the ground floor, so you got to make it back up 5 stories.
Okay. I'm gonna just send the up arrow because it had been mentioned that there was the like.
You can get
Yeah.
on the stairs
Oh.
and go up. Yeah.
Already on it. Yeah. So I know about the stairs up, and we know about the door out the 10th. So I'll lead the charge that direction.
Yeah. Sable's moving her drones to. You have to pick up the one drone, but the other one's still
Done.
guide. Yeah.
Scooped.
Scooping the drone, booking it up the stairs.
Andy's gonna
Deploys.
take out her pistol, trying to be like, I'm helping.
I'm helping.
I'm helping, Ember.
I'm following Glitch and Goose and then texting back into the group chat. Up yours too, with like some like mad some faces as we're going.
All right. Andy, as you're booking up the stairs, pistol out, you see Ember's forearm kind of pop open, and she reaches in and pulls out what almost looks like a folded up katana as she just kind of slaps it down, and the blade just extends out. As she's just
As we're running, I'm like, you gotta give me,
That's
you
hot.
gotta install that on me. That is fucking sick.
And go ahead now. Let's see who's gonna get out first here. Oh,
We're a hot
boy.
mess.
Yeah. Ooh.
We are not a good like runner crew.
Go ahead and give me some athletics checks here. Everybody who's currently running.
I'm
doing our
always going to
best.
stay a little bit behind. I'm not going to be the pacer for me and Ember.
My combat drone is very fast. It says speed. I don't know how to roll for it. So just roll a drone roll.
Yeah. Go ahead and just give me a drone
Pilot
roll.
drone.
See if you can pilot it. How quickly you can.
1 success.
Ooh.
One of them was not a success.
No worries, you're skilled in it. So your drone is easy enough, able to, if Glitch lets it go, it can just scuttle its way ahead of.
Yeah, the other one you have to carry otherwise, because I can only take 1 action. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What did everybody else get for their athletics checks here?
2 successes. Easy.
Okay.
Also 2.
Okay. Excellent.
At least we
I got
can
two,
run away
I
from our
actually
problems.
did get two. I got 2 fails and one of them was a crit fail.
Okay, even better. So Andy, as you're kind of running up the stairs, you kind of trip over yourself a little bit, stumble down.
Banana peel.
As you're kind of falling, Ember doesn't even look back, and it almost looks like she picks up speed because she got 2 nat 1s for her athletics check.
What?
Wow.
She is booking it up these stairs.
Motivated.
Nat ones.
And so
How dare she?
She's coming.
Yeah, she is just booking as fast as she can. She gets up to the 5th floor. Glitch, Nacho, and Goose, you very much hear the sounds of rushing footsteps as it's kind of echoing up the stairwell. However, with your successes, I'll say you're able to make it a couple stories up. And it sounds
I'm
like,
going to be making big, heavy footfalls, trying to like cover any noise that they have.
It's like coughing while you run.
Like wheezing and coughing.
and you just hear Ember just go, Andy, would you just catch your breath for a second? I could just shh.
I'm not built for speed.
And Ember just stops for a moment and she starts. Andy, what you can tell that she's just trying to listen in.
Yeah.
And she's kind of looking around and she kind of looks up a little bit. The other 3 of you, though, you just continue moving up the stairs.
Heading towards 10th floor.
Yeah, and I fell far enough back that I'm now going like step by step. Kind of, I'm milking the I'm tired. I'm like, I'm coming for you, Ember. So that
What can I
hopefully my own footfalls are adding to any sort of echoing.
Sure.
What can I see with my drone that's hovering out there? Can I see like what's up maybe one of the higher spots so that they know what floor they could like maybe ditch?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So as you're kind of taking your drone up a bit higher, it looks like a lot of these higher levels are just very large conference room areas. However, it looks like on the 8th floor, there does appear to be like a fire escape attached to the side of the building.
Okay. Sable will relay that information to y'all. She does not use emojis. She types to you as a normal person. She's just like,
staircase on the 8th floor. You should be able to make your way out that way.
Okay. And the 3 of you are currently on the 7th as it stands. Ember on the 5th currently. Andy a little bit behind. Give me another round of athletics checks here, if you would.
See this text. I'm like, what is this novel?
One
2
success.
successes.
2 success.
One of them is a
success.
very good success.
This is the best time to have it. That is 2 12s.
It's finally not me.
But
Did you
it's
break
like
your ACL? Like, what happened?
It's like a good time to fail, yeah.
Andy,
You just look super incompetent.
you are just slowly crawling your way up the staircase. Ember just kind of shouts down to you, "Hall's clear. But once you get up here, just keep an eye on the lab. I think they're above me."
Yep.
And she keeps going up the staircase. What do we get for athletics checks down here?
1
2
success,
successes with
but I'm
drone.
trained.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Same.
All right, all of you, easy enough. You make your way up to the 8th floor, with Sable kind of guiding you a little bit. You bust open into one of the conference rooms, where you just see just a very large oval table with a bunch of chairs situated around it, a large plasma screen TV towards the back. But on this floor, it looks like some of the windows along the walls are built slightly differently from what you've seen in the rest of the building. These ones look like you can slide them open.
I'm gonna send a text to everybody as soon as Ember's out of my line of sight. Of Ember's headed upstairs. Get out now.
I assume there's some sort of like fire emergency exit, so I'll look for that first. But if I don't find it right away, I'll look for something to throw through the fire exit window to break it, to provide a quick escape, perhaps.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead. and
Throw
give
some
me-
bullets out of your gun.
Give me a quick
Yeah.
awareness check.
Doesn't it just open? You don't like.
Yeah, is it- yeah.
Strength?
Is it open?
Open.
If you want to
Like,
try,
Oh,
you can
no.
do you
certainly-
try opening things instead
Yeah.
of smashing?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. If it,
I guess.
Are you going to try?
Smash
to
You're
open-
like
First.
smash everything.
yeah, try to open it. Yeah, I said that. I prefaced it. Like, I'll look for
Okay,
an opening.
Perfect. Yeah, you go over.
Oh,
and
okay,
easy
okay, I
enough,
missed that.
You are able to pull these sliding windows open, and you'll have to kind of get up on your hands and knees and kind of crawl over the ledge out onto the fire escape. But it is possible.
Very quick scan for security drones or Sable's drone.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and give me that perception check now. Glitching Goose. Actions for the two of you. Or are you just following?
I'm following.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna follow. I'll be in the back, and I'll before I shut the window or door, whatever it is behind us. Is there like any indication of that mass thing anywhere around?
Give
The
me a
cold
perception
mass.
check if you would.
Oh yeah, the mass thing.
I don't want to forget
that's
about
right.
that thing.
I do not see any drones, by the way.
Okay. Perfect.
Ooh, critical success.
Critical success.
Hey.
Excellent. As you're kind of looking back and looking for any type of signs of this thing following, you don't see anything. You just hear the frantic footsteps and breathing of somebody running up the staircase. It's kind of echoing a little bit on this floor.
I'll shut the window.
Okay. Three of you out onto the fire escape. You can head down or you can head up.
Down, I feel like is better since I don't fly well. I'll start doing like the hand. I don't know what kind of fire escape it is, but like handrail slides or
Yeah, very cool.
Nice.
or do like the hop over the last 4 or 5 steps. Like,
sure,
yeah.
So
Watch
There's
you
too much
falls.
friction. It's just like
start parkouring your way down the fire escape. As all of you are outside on this, you hear the sound of sirens and very large propeller blades.
Not great, Bob.
As you're standing out here, and very, very easy enough to notice as you kind of look around, you see a couple of Gaia's patrol drones circling in, each of them carrying what appear to be 4 officers, on 2 on either side of these large drones. Looking at them, they are each armed with these massive assault rifles as they are flying towards this building.
Look natural.
so, like
We're
pretending to clean the window.
cleaning the windows. Yeah.
I would like to make a stealth.
You gonna try to stealth your way down this open fire escape? You certainly can. Sable, you see this through your drone as well. Anything you would like to try to do?
Is there anything I can do?
Right.
Like
Shoot him.
to redirect them? Well, they'll only don't want to be shooting at them.
How do you drive?
I locked
there
the
anything I can
steering
do to-
wheel.
Oh shit.
Is there anything I can do to redirect them or distract them?
Commit a larger
you've got your
crime.
drone nearby that you can certainly try to pilot in their direction and see if you can catch their attention, or if you want to fly your
I feel like
drone
that's
into their
not a good
propellers, you can
idea.
certainly try. I mean,
I feel like
we could
none of those are good ideas.
sacrifice.
I don't think I want to attack the police.
Nah, fuck the man.
No, I think I'll just keep my drone like watching to make sure, and then trying to help them get out quickly.
okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Uh,
Guy is coming. Pick up the pace.
Yeah, so the 4 of you, as you're on the fire escape, you see these 2 large drones come right up towards you before they almost turn up at an entirely 90-degree angle and start flying directly up towards the top of the building,
I'll take it. Let's keep moving.
paying no mind at all to you three.
I'm gonna look up
Fine
to
with me.
see, like, what are they going after?
It looks like they're getting ready to land on top of the building.
Okay. Just want to make sure
What's
there's not
wrong
like
there?
a worse problem.
Yeah, continue down. I think my first thought is to get back to Sable in the van.
Mhm.
Okay, three of you continuing down. As you're
What
making
about
your way,
Andy?
As you're
We'll
making
get it.
Andy isn't causing problems.
give me perception checks, three of you, if you will.
Haven't rolled a single success on perception yet.
That's perfect. It's fine. You don't need to.
Ooh,
Yeah, 1 success.
also 1,
I'm not
But it-
trained,
but
but,
it
I have
was-
1.
but it was a 1.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
that's what that is. Okay, yeah. So
As
So I
you're,
know
as
I
you're
don't
climbing your
succeed.
way down, you kind of look up through the steel grates of this fire escape, and you can see Ember has kind of pushed this window open, and is just looking around, looking up, looking down. Luckily, it doesn't seem like she noticed you. As she kind of pushes her way back inside the building. Andy, at this point, you've huffed your way up to the 5th floor,
With my 2 fails.
and you see
I feel like-
Ember coming down the stairs.
I'm going to make a show of like pull out gun, and then as soon as like lock eye, put the gun down as if I was waiting for some enemy.
Oh heavens!
Oh heavens! Clutch my pearls.
It's
And as you're
us.
standing
We're the
here-
enemy.
You hear the sounds of lots of heavy footfalls coming down the staircase as you look up, and you see 8 of these AI police officers walking in perfectly unison, side by side, down the stairs, these massive assault rifles in their hands.
Again, the same initial like I hear sound coming down, and as soon as see the cops put gun down, very much playing the like antsy nerd. Like I'm just a doctor.
And Ember just kind of just gestures for you to put your weapon down, and you see her kind of take her katana, and she begins just kind of folding it back up, and her arm pops out again, and she shoves it back in her forearm and closes it up.
I'm
And
gonna like, turn to her like still kind of out of breath. I don't think your lab's still secure. Oh, I need to do. See, this is why I needed to do the stairs. Too
yeah,
much desk.
maybe start doing that on your own time.
I didn't think you were gonna get targeted by.
Take your time, dear. And she kind of just looks up towards the officers, and it's okay. I think whoever did this, the lab's still secure. I don't think we have to worry about anything here, but please just hit the streets, try to find whoever did this. They can't have gotten far.
Streets.
And the AI robots just kind of nod, and 4 of them head back up, and 4 of them just continue down the stairs. And Ember walks over to her lab and just kind of looks at the lock. And she puts her thumb.
You're not
up
locked
to it.
out of your lab now, right? They didn't just like screw with your system, because that looks well and
Literally.
truly fucked.
Uh,
And a hack job, I might add.
I think it looks worse than it actually is. Luckily, this is I mean, you know me. I don't go cheap on this kind of stuff.
No, you don't go cheap on anything.
And she holds her hand up to it. And even though it's kind of like dangling off this wall, it still scans and the doors open up.
Watching it, does it scan her whole hand or does it scan a singular finger?
From what you can tell, it lights up every single one of her fingertips.
Okay.
Jeez.
I am thinking
I've never
back.
guessed
I
that
just got,
password.
so I only have probably 3 fingers worth. Because when you take a shot, because I took it off a shot glass.
You did.
So I have 3 of her fingers. I wouldn't be able to open the thing either way.
And the door opens up, and you see her immediately poke her head in and look to the right.
I'm gonna just try and, as nonchalant as I can, come up, because she would never have anything weird or sketchy in her lab. I mean, it's a lab, it's a place of science. Just gonna come up behind her if she, and I'm not trying to like stick my head in like, ooh, what you looking at? Just trying to follow.
Sure. You kind of slowly begin to approach this area. And she doesn't really fight you on it. She's kind of just standing just inside her lab door, looking around. The door still open behind her. You can certainly try to enter if you want to.
Yeah, I'll
Or-
follow her like a friend.
Okay. You enter into the lab, and she hits a button on the wall, and the door is shut behind you.
Our plan
Does the
worked.
door, like, quick glance at the button, does the button look also like keyed to her,
Oh yeah.
or is it just like a button?
Nope. It is all her. It is her in and out.
Excellent.
Back outside, the three of you, Sable, watching through your drone, you see your three boys making their way down the fire escape.
Fucking Three Stooges out there.
More like the Lost
really
Vikings.
No, it might just be the Three Stooges.
But the three of you do make your way down to the ground floor. So you're now currently on the east side of the building. Just kind of out in this little grassy, almost like a little small courtyard looking area. There's a couple tables set up out here. Almost looks like a nice outdoor employee break area, if you will.
Yeah, let's catch our breath.
And
Guns away.
I'm not good at driving, but I can try to drive this car to go pick them up. Is it a
Can-
skill? I don't have it. If it
driving
is
a
one.
skill.
It
You're not
is a
going
skill.
far,
Okay.
and it is your car originally. However, Goose,
Yeah, but I
Did
don't
you-
drive it for a reason.
did you leave a way to unlock the steering wheel for Sable? Because you put a long bar across it.
That's true.
I don't know. I feel like I should roll to decide that. Make it more interesting. See if it's a 6 or lower, but no. No, I didn't.
So Sable, you contemplate for a moment driving this thing, but you see that the steering wheel is very much locked in place.
You can go 2 directions, forward and backwards.
She just shakes her head and
The club.
she is just going to.
Hey, lockpick. You can.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, use your lockpicking.
Can I lockpick the thing? Is that
You
possible?
can try to lockpick this if you want to.
Oh my gosh. I'm
As
lockpicking something for my own party. All right, let's do it.
You
It's
see
all
your
the
own
problems I
van.
created.
I have an A in like whatever the A is in this one. It's like one of the default things that comes with me.
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and give me a lockpick check here.
I believe 2 successes and very good successes at that. Not crit though.
Okay, no worries. Easy enough. You go over and you are able to maneuver your hands to a way to where you hear a couple clicks and you're able to remove the steering wheel lock.
Oh, what was the point of that? It took like 2 seconds to take it off.
And then she
The
will throw it off
lockpicking
to
lawyer would
the
be
side.
so upset. So
Sure.
disappointed in you.
Throw it off to the side, and she'll get in the car in the driver's seat and move the seat up really close. She gets
Adjust the mirrors.
Yeah, just the mirrors. Yeah, she does the whole thing. She hasn't driven in probably a while, so she's going through all
Remember
the
10 and
motions.
2.
Yeah.
And the Phoenix Wright motherfucker steps out into the street and he's just like tapping his watch and just like,
I'm moving it. I'm moving. Give me a moment.
And I guess, do I just roll 1 dice? How does this work? I don't.
so you're gonna try to drive the vehicle. So it's going
have
to
no
be a
driving skill.
That's all right. I believe it's under reflexes for driving.
It's perception.
It's a perception.
Perception.
yeah.
Oh, I'm great at
Okay,
perception.
so go ahead and give me a roll 2d12. You'll need 2 successes though.
Oh. If you spend grit, how does that work exactly?
Grip gives you a -1 to a roll.
Can I choose that after I roll?
Correct. Yep.
Or do I have to choose it before? Okay. I have to get 2 successes? Did not. No. No. I got 1 success though.
You just floor it into the restaurant.
And the other one, even if it's a -1, would not work. I got an 11 and a 6.
No. Okay.
The 6 is a success though.
Luckily, you're really not driving that far with this vehicle. It's
Generous GM.
It's literally 5 blocks from where you're currently at. You
1
are
success. Come on.
You are just an overly cautious driver as you're going like you're the person that does 25 and a 40.
Oh, she's going so slow. And she's like really close to steering wheel and it's like this. It's
You can like
slow.
barely see you over the dashboard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Nacho, Goose, and Glitch as you kind of make
I
your way
don't know why people like doing this. It's horrible.
back up to the corner of the building. You look down and Goose, you see your surfer van just very slowly creeping its way towards you. You just see the very top of Sable's head beyond the dashboard.
How fast are you supposed to go on this street? I don't. Where's the sign?
Your foot can't
Oh,
reach
this is
any
great.
further, so it can't actually press against it any further.
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh my god.
But
Yeah, well, seeing the van pull up, I'd be pretty anxious to hop inside.
yeah, if you want to start moving your way towards the van, you certainly may, as you will move faster on foot than what Sable is driving towards you currently.
Someone will have to pick up the other drone because it's not going to move. Like if you guys walk away, the one with the bigger one is just going to be standing there because I can't.
She can't pilot it right now.
Yeah, I can't pilot and drive at the same.
I'll toss the smaller one to Nacho and try to pick up and grab the bigger one.
Okay, no worries.
Knowing full well like what your drone sitch is and like knowing to look out for your babies.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably the person who would know the
You
most.
kind of take this drone's like spider legs and kind of like backpack it over you a little bit and start making your way towards the van here. The second the 3 of you get up to the van, you open the doors, all of you pile in. You see the front doors of the building open up, and 4 AI officers step out into the street.
Sable just drives away.
That would be cool.
Yeah, they're just
Slowly.
looking around with their eyes up at the building. They're not paying much mind to this little old lady driving her van slowly by them. Back
I'll
up.
send a text to Andy, be like, taking a couple loops around the block. Come get you in a sec.
How do you say that in emojis?
Yeah.
Van emoji, loop emoji.
Yep.
And
City block.
Yeah, there you go.
emoji.
Yeah, like the city. Yeah. And then like a door emoji. With an arrow pointing backwards, like we'll return. Let's see how that translates. I need to up my emoji. Like I need to go check all the emoji options. I always use the same 4, you know.
And back inside the lab of Ember Scorch, Ember just kind of lets out a large sigh and she kind of goes over to this little side table. She pops open one of the drawers and pulls out a couple of rocks glasses, sets them up and pulls up just this simple clear bottle that's got kind of this caramel color liquid in it. She kind of pops it open and just pours a glass for herself and pours a second one. She just kind of grabs one and just offers it over to you, Andy.
Andy will take it, kind of just put a hand on her shoulder, like, why would someone try and break into your lab?
And she kind of goes
Do
over.
you need help? Like, is someone coming for you, or?
She goes over to the right-hand side of the lab, which is basically there's a large glass separating wall going into another room. And she puts her hand up on the glass, and once again it scans her fingerprints. And the lights flick on in the next room. And it's the same type of situation where it looks like you're looking through a one-way mirror.
So whatever's in there can't see us. And
Exactly. And you see a large steel medical table just situated in the center of this room, with what appears to be some kind of human body just laying on it, completely naked, uncovered. And immediately you see there are very large puncture wounds in its neck. And you kind of look through, and kind of situated back towards the corner of this room, you see this large mass standing at probably about 8 foot tall. Almost just looks like this heaping pile of almost like melted flesh. It's got arms kind of sticking out from lower parts of its body. It kind of turns towards you, and you can see that its entire rib cage is entirely exposed. And you look up towards this thing's head, and it's basically just a skull pushed into the flesh. Completely empty eye sockets, but very, very large fangs. And you would know that this is a Norl that you're looking at. Another vampire that is one of the incredibly more rare monstrous ones that live significantly deeper. But you know that these vampire don't have the same cognitive abilities as the Vril. The Vril are the more humankind who interact with society. This one came from much deeper, and all from what you've known is all this thing knows is to kill and hunt. And it's just meandering around this laboratory, almost mindless. And every now and then it just kind of goes back to the body, and it just kind of reels back and sinks its teeth in.
Ember, is this what people might have tried to... Why do you have one of these?
I suppose it's time to have a bit of a chat. And she kind of just gestures towards, there's like a smaller conference table situated, and she kind of just pulls out one of the chairs for you to take a seat.
Yeah, I'll sit down.
And she'll sit down next to you. And she just kind of takes a long hit of her beverage. And when we come back in 2 weeks, we will have that conversation. So then, everybody, for sticking with us for episode 2. We will be back here in 2 weeks. So I know how
the
math
chaos.
works. November 16th. November 16th, we will be back with episode 3. So to those who rated, thank you guys so much. Really, really appreciate y'all. But before we go, let's go ahead and meet our hired guns once again. Let's go ahead and start off with Aislinn this time.
Hey y'all, I'm Aislinn. Again, I play Andy the medic. These lovely folks have gotten us into some fun situations today. In real life, I make terrain minis, I 3D print, I make dice. I just have an inability to pick one hobby. I do a lot of budget crafting. I also run a web series on YouTube called The Art of Adventure, where I bring creators from across the tabletop community to play one-shots of D&D and then create wonderful things for the next group. We're going to be filming episode 19 pretty soon, which is going to be super, super awesome. Other than that, you can find me at $_store_DM on all the socials. I primarily am on Instagram.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Let's throw it over to Alex next.
I'm Alex. You can find me on all the socials at Alex is my name 734. It's my first time streaming really with this actual play, so having a blast and
Chaos.
Yeah, causing a lot of problems clearly.
No worries. We are so happy to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's throw it over to Brice next.
Hello again, I'm Brice. I'm playing Glitch, the operator. I'm on socials as Iceman, BRRR, but I don't really do anything other than post my personal life stuff. So if you want to check me out doing some roller skate activity or just what I'm doing in my life, you can do that. Otherwise, I'll see you on stream.
You are an amazing skater, by the way. Like, every time I roller skate, I fall flat on my face with like every single time. It's terrible.
That's kind of you. I wouldn't say amazing, but I'm about 6 months into my skate journey.
Nice, very cool. Awesome. Let's throw it over to Margaret next.
Hey everyone, I'm Margaret Krohn. You can find me at Margaret Krohn in all of the places. This is what I normally look like. On Tuesdays, I'm over on Tabletop Titties where I'm playing a siren, which is super fun. And Wednesdays, every other Wednesday. Hopefully you come tune in here. And Thursdays, I'm over on Roll For It where I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're level 12 now, which is pretty cool if you want to see some Artificer action. And on Saturdays, I DM, which is in Spellcraft, which is a game that I created over on Roll For It as well. So lots of tabletop stuff. And I also make games and video games for a living. I'm working on the second edition of which is in Spellcraft, which is an advanced version. And I'm currently working on a project called Ashes of Creation, which is an up-and-coming MMORPG if you want to check that out. And that's me.
Super stoked for that one. Like, I seriously cannot wait. The artwork and stuff that you share is just so incredible.
It's gorgeous.
It's so awesome.
So cool.
And last but certainly not least, Miguel, please.
Hey everybody, I've been Miguel. You can find me around the socials at Miguel_Classico or sometimes Tabletop AF, sometimes with or without an underscore. I have a Substack. I don't remember the thing, so that is pointless. The next thing I have going on other than this is I will be GMing a Masks actual play called Age of Wonder. We're going to season 2 over the lovely folks at TEA TRPG, so like TRPG, but the thing you drink.
Oh, I love those folks over there. Tell them
Yeah,
hi.
November 12th will be our first, and then sporadically throughout the season. I don't have much else going on, but I will really quickly read you all of the patches, like the band name patches that I came up for Nacho's case. There was, okay, The Looting Rascals, Bozo Boston, Tin Roof Trauma, 834, Spanakopita, Jim and the Maniacs, River City Ramblers, The Stink, Don't Tell Tony, Splat, Letters from a Cyborg, Joan Valentine, Metal Arm Massacre, and of course DJ Thunder Biscuit.
I need
And
all
now
this.
you gotta
Stink
come
is
up with all the
obviously a
songs.
punk band for sure.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And Don't Tell Tony is probably like emo pop. That's my guess.
100%.
Okay. If
It's
somebody
totally
out there makes custom patches, please hit us up because we need these. As for myself, my name's Nathan Ridenauer. I am your semi-friendly internet forever DM, GM, AM, FM, whatever you want to call me. You can find me across all the socials at nride93. And you can find me mainly streaming here with my friends on the Initiative Order. I am also the GM for Symbarum, which airs, we do live play every other Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we will be back this Sunday with episode 20. So super looking forward to it. It's a beautiful dark fantasy D20 system. So a bit different than this system, but a lot of fun. So check that out. Love to see you in chat. We also have a wonderful Discord for the Initiative Order community. So if you are interested in playing tabletop games, meeting some wonderful folks in this community, please join us. There will be a link going around down in the chat. We run free-to-play community games. We also have open calls for streams such as this one, and we have a bunch of upcoming projects. So if you are interested in playing or even GMing a stream, even if it's your first time, please hit us up, join us, talk to us. We want to meet you. We want to play with as many people as possible. So just jump on our Discord again. That'll be going around down in the chat at some point. Aside from that, just some quick shout outs to our wonderful sponsors and friends of the channel, starting off with Session Zero Clothing. Session Zero creates some really cool TTRPG inspired streetwear. If you use code ORDER, you can get 15% off your purchase through them. Actually, you know what? I lied. It might be Initiative. Let me double check. Let me pull up my notes here. Nope, it is Order. Code ORDER at checkout. You get 15% off your purchase through them. Next up, we've got our wonderful friends over at Norse Foundry, creators of some beautiful like gemstone, metal dice, all kinds of cool TTRPG stuff. If you use code TIO15, you can get 15% off your purchase through them. And we've got our friends over at Mithril Armory, some more amazing dice creators. If you use code INITIATIVE, you can get 10% off your purchase through them. And last but certainly not least, another dice creator, our very own Taryn Hackett, aka Valrook, aka Umbral Oculus Dice. She makes some really cool, beautiful handmade dice. If you use code INITIATIVE, you can get 10% off a full dice set through her store. She's also been a game master for us in GMs everywhere. Check her out, she's wonderful. I think that's everything. I hope, I think, maybe. That's what I'm going to call it anyway. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you all in the next adventure. Have a good night.